Okay, let me talk to y'all about the last 10 years of my life of me trying to get it right, just trying to find jobs. And I was just headed in no type of direction. I didn't know what was next. I was bouncing from job to job. I had no guidance. I was trying to get it right. And it was just crazy to me because I was always worried about what I'm going to do with my life and how I'm going to change my life and stuff like that. So I was just signing up for any job. Didn't care about the job title, the job duties. I just wanted to get paid. So let me ask you guys this. How many of y'all was doing the same thing? Y'all are just signing up for a job, don't care about what the job duty is. And as soon as y'all get there, you like, I signed up for this? I gotta do all this? You gotta hurt your back or anything. So let me tell you this about those situations. Your health is more important than wealth. So it's like, we just signed up for those jobs because we need to get paid right away. And it could be bad on your back. It could be bad on anything. So if you get a job and you hurt yourself on a job, the job ain't gonna care. They're just gonna replace you with the next worker. So in reality, it's like, I wanna know, like, why do we do things like that? Just because we wanna get paid just for the next quick dollar. And what's the logic in that? Because at the end of the day, if the job ain't safe, it's not safe. So we shouldn't do it. So in reality, I was learning that even though I was dealing with those experiences by going from job to job, I was learning that I have to find myself. Because if I never find myself and figure out what I want to do, which is finding my purpose, I was going to keep running around like that. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the reasons to find yourself, find your purpose, and not just be running around with no direction. And that's what you're going to do. And the only reason I felt like I was running around with no direction because when I was looking at other people's lives and stuff on YouTube and successful people, and I was looking at their lives like, wow, why my life not like that? So I kept stressing myself out because I kept comparing myself to the next person. And we tend to do that all the time. It's like we always try to keep up with the Joneses, but we don't need to keep up with the Joneses because it's not a race. And I just want y'all to know that we have to stop stressing ourselves out thinking it's a race. Then we always wonder why, like, how did God choose those people? Why can't I be the chosen one? You know, you get that feeling like, why can't you be the chosen one? You almost there though. Because you know when you be having that feeling that you almost there, then you just need a couple more steps to go, but you're afraid to take those steps. I was just like that too. But now I'm taking those steps. I'm walking. You see I'm walking now. I'm walking in my purpose. And that's what I want y'all to do. Y'all can do it, and I can do it. But you have to choose yourself, and that's where we're going wrong at. We don't choose ourselves to determine our purpose. We always say, why can't God choose us? God did choose you. You just got to apply yourself. And that's the lesson that I learned because back in the day, I said I wanted to do these jobs and I was just taking any type of jobs, but I wasn't applying myself like I should. So I could take accountability. So that's another lesson. You got to take accountability for your actions. It's nobody else's fault. It's my fault because I shouldn't have put myself in those predicaments. I should have applied myself more. I knew I wasn't applying myself more. And how many of you guys feel like that? Y'all know y'all wasn't applying yourselves more. But it's not a race. So that's the good news. So I'm letting y'all know that y'all still got time. So with that being said, I want y'all to use y'all time wisely and make the right choices because life is a gamble. You got to gamble somewhere in life. You got to take risks. You got to take a risk, but you got to make sure you're taking the best risk possible. And that's just how I go. So once you figure that out and you stop living in fear, your life will change. Because my life is changing now. But I'm taking the steps to make my life change. So you have to take the steps and choose yourself and make yourself better and take accountability for your actions. Once you do that, you'll be able to walk in life in your purpose. Because that's something I didn't learn. And now I'm teaching you guys that because I'm saving you 10 years. And once you see this video, I hope it inspires you because a lot of things inspired me. And I'm living proof now. So with that being said, I just want y'all to take a deep breath, get it together, and focus on yourself because it's not a race. I'm going to keep saying that. And that's where we go wrong at. We worry ourselves too much because we're trying to keep up. And what I'm here to tell you is that success has no destination, has no time frame. And that's where we go wrong at because we keep putting a time frame on everything. That's another lesson I learned. I can't keep putting a time frame on there because if I keep putting a time frame on there, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to worry myself a lot. And I'm not going to do nothing because I keep being worried about a time frame. I'm supposed to be here around this time, so it's like I'm wasting my life. So now your mind is not clear. So with that being said, that's another lesson. Keep your mind clear so you'll be able to function, do right, and do you. Because at the end of the day, the mind is the most powerful thing we can have. And it starts with our mind first before we can do everything. Your mind has to function correctly for you to get it right. So I want you to keep your mind clear, keep your mind right so you can function. And that's something I had a problem with back then. My mind was all over the place. But now I'm getting it together. So those are the lessons that I learned in life. And calm down. I was there too. I was just like you. I used to have that same feeling. It's not a race. What's the point of racing if you're not going to do everything correctly? So take your time. So if you take your time and you do it right, that's all that matters. You can take all day, but whenever you're ready, you'll be perfect. You'll do it to perfection. I'd rather you do it that way than you just stress yourself and then you just going around in circles with your life like how I did because I was rushing. So take your time because it's not a race. And that's where we go wrong at. Time is your worst enemy because we put time frames on stuff. We think time is too long. But in reality, time really flies. So as you can see now, I'm talking to you about 10 years ago. And look what time we in now. You see how fast it flew? That's crazy, right? It's going to do the same thing for you. So if you feel like you got something you want to do in your life, and it's going to take you that amount of time, 2-3 years or 4 or 5, or even if it's going to take you 10. If you got a solid plan, I want you to stick to it. Because look at Jeff Bezos' life. He was talking about Amazon in 1995. And people was looking at him like, man, this man crazy. He talking about some Amazon and we working at jobs. But he had a plan. So with that being said, Amazon took off about when? 2014, 2015. And he became the richest man in the world because of what? He didn't worry himself about no time. He had a purpose, he had a vision, he didn't put no time frame on it. So that's where we go wrong at because it's our worst enemy. So with that being said, that's what I want to say to y'all. And that's my message. And I want y'all to let me know if I got a point or let me know if I'm tripping. And if you feel that way or you went through the same type of situation, you can let me know about that too. Because in reality, they're setting you back when you overthink too much. So it's not a superpower when you overthink. It's not. You just making a situation worse. You're wasting your time. Okay? So that's what I want to tell you guys. So in reality, I want y'all to get y'all minds right. Find your purpose. Stop putting a time frame on stuff, and you'll be okay. And take your time and don't rush. So those are the lessons I had to learn. And those are the lessons I want you guys to be aware that I learned so you won't make the same mistakes. So that's my take on that situation. So let me know how y'all feel about that. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.